If you're fed up with buying herbs from the supermarket only for them to die a week later, well, you need to start growing your own herbs at home. And I promise you, once you start, you'll never go back. So in this video, I'm going to show you 5 herbs that you can grow at home to level up your cooking and to save you money too. And if you're new to gardening, do not worry, because herbs, they're one of the most beginner friendly plants that you can grow. First up, basil. Basil is great for companion planting with tomatoes because it deters pests like whitefly and aphids, and it's great for planting at the base and utilising the space around the base of the tomatoes. Now, when you're taking your basil to use, don't just take the leaves like that to use. What you want to do is you want to cut it above a leaf node, and then you'll get the basil growing out from both of those, and you'll get a bushier, healthier plant. As we discussed, basil is an amazing companion plant with tomatoes because of the way it helps, but it's also good to plant with parsley and chives. Now, the reason parsley and chives are good in the same container is because they like a similar amount of water. Some of the other herbs, they don't like to be mollycoddled too much. They don't like too much water, whereas these guys, they're okay with you watering them. So I've got this lovely pot and I'm going to fill it up with some compost with a little bit of grit. Now, parsley is super versatile, great for cooking, and if you keep on cutting it, it just keeps on coming back. And then chives is one of the easiest herbs you can grow. Again, you just cut it and it just keeps on coming back. And I love, don't tell anyone this, I just love just ripping it off and having a nibble on it. I feel like I shouldn't have told the internet that. Now, chives also get some lovely flowers on them, so look out for them as well. Now that is looking really good. Now, we've spoken about herbs that are good for planting with other plants. Now, mint, it's not good to plant with anything. Honestly, even the different kinds of mint shouldn't be planted together because one will overrule the other. This is an absolute fug. If there's anyone you dislike, tell them it would be a great idea to plant mint in their border and then just sit back and enjoy. So yes, don't plant mint with anything. But the thing I love about mint is there's loads of different kinds. Here I've got mint chocolate, mint lime and mint basil. I'm going to plant this in this nice little terracotta pot, and yeah, if this is anything like its non-chocolate cousins, then this will be sprawling out of this terracotta pot in no time at all. There we go. Now, I'm making a little bit of something over there and I can't wait to show you shortly, so yeah, stay tuned to see what I'm working on over there. Now, herbs are a great way of actually utilising your vertical growing space. That's exactly what I'm doing here. I've got this pot which can go on top of the fence. Now, mint is awesome for those mojitos, or mint tea for those more sophisticated people watching. So far we've discussed basil, parsley, chives and mint. Now, our 5th is rosemary. Great for cooking, especially those roast potatoes. And the reason we've not planted these with the other herbs is because rosemary is a little bit more woody, so it won't like as much water as what the basil, parsley and chives will have. But fear not, there are other herbs you can plant with it. Now, I love the smell of thyme. Sorry, that was another sniff. Just running my fingers through it and then smelling my fingers. I absolutely adore it. The curry plant, and this is what I say, like, herbs are amazing for cooking, but also they're amazing for the smell of them as well. So plant them where you're going to be seated, and then when that wind blows against them, you'll get that sort of whiff, or when you sort of go against them, all of a sudden you'll be able to smell them. Now, with rosemary, to keep it small, you do need to make sure you keep on top of it and using it. It can get really big. I've got some over there that I've not bothered to keep on top of. It has got blue flowers, so I'll show you those as well on the video. Now, I know, absolutely gorgeous, but you do need to, as I say, keep on top of it, because once it grows and you get that woody growth, if you cut it back too far into that woody growth, it won't do very well afterwards. So we're going to fill these up with some compost with a load of grit, because these guys, they do not want to be sat in water. And there we have a lovely little herb planter, and you can see on the back where this is going on the fence as well, and I'm excited to show you what I've been working on in the background. So here we have it, my herb wall. And this is the great thing about herbs, that you can plant them in pots as well, obviously, but you can also plant them in these sorts of containers on your fences or your balconies or wherever, and make use of that vertical growing space because they're really adaptable. Now here is a close-up look at that. And that is how to grow herbs so that they last, so that you can have fresh herbs all summer long and your cooking will go up to another level. As you can see, we're getting a little bit of a kitchen garden going on the patio here, and we're going to continue to bring you videos on how to grow food in small spaces. So if you want to see even more videos like this, do subscribe and follow along, and I'll catch you on the next one.